Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to put together the Route 66 gift box SVG, which is an SVG from Simply Crafty SVGs. It's a pretty fairly simple, it's just like a normal box, so we just go ahead and fold on the score lines. And these are the two main box pieces, then we have a lid. And the difference with this is we just want to put they have like little distressed, it's kind of, I put like a jagged edge-ish on this these panels to make it more masculine. So you can just go ahead and center it the best you can. I realize it's uneven, but you kind of can eye it and see where it's going to center on each of the panel areas. That's one of the reasons I like to fold my boxes prior to putting the panels on sometimes, because I can see where the folds are, so it can help me place it and center it. So we're just going to put these 4 panels on, and I did choose this box because I live in an Arizona town that's on Route 66. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, and actually I've had this box for a while before I even actually did this video. Just hadn't had time to make it. And it's a substantial size box for a birthday gift or Father's Day gift, whatever it is, for somebody who's maybe a car enthusiast. Or we're going, after we put these panels on, we can go ahead and glue this tab underneath the right edge here. So we're going to line up that right edge to the tab fold. See how we're just lining it up? So again, this is pretty much a basic box. And then we'll fold over the other tab and glue it to the other edge. And what this box is more is it's got, I tried to have a masculine feel with the panels. And obviously the Route 66 cuts as well. So with this, you could glue the tabs on the bottom, but we're going to glue them on the inside. And it's okay if they overlap. So I'm just going to put the one across from it down first, and then the sides. And so, the reason it's okay to overlap is you just want to add glue to all 3. I just lift it up, and it's just additional glue. Just be careful with the amount of glue so it doesn't get all messy inside. I put a little bit too much in here. So you want to just line up that bottom piece and apply pressure around the edges. And then you can go ahead, and you can see I got a little messy with the glue inside. And use like a blunt instrument, like a wooden chopstick, or I have this plastic chopstick that I got a while back. I normally use a wooden one. One of the takeout ones for Chinese food. So now we're going to do the lid, but we're going to add the panels first. So I used the diamond plate embossing folder for that top panel. It's getting harder to find embossing folders. That was a cuddle bug, and I mean, I can list it below, but they're not selling them anymore. So it's kind of sad because I love embossing folders. But they stopped, they were just discontinuing their Cuttlebug line. So here you'll see that I'm kind of putting together the same shapes together, and you can see that little round piece right here. So when you put them together, just line it up so that inner panel has the round piece in the same place, and then it'll fit. You can see that it fits that way, but if you put it the other way, it's not quite right. So you see that little round down there, you want to put them on that way. But first we want to put this little panel on. And then we'll just continue to put the other 3 panels together and put them on the actual lid edges or sides. Now that we have all the side lid panels on, we'll just glue these side tabs. You see these little tabs that flip in? They're pretty big. We want to go ahead and add glue to these tabs and then fold it under and line up that tab fold with that adjacent edge. And then you just want to hold it until it's secure and then go on to the other tabs and do the same. So I always have a wet paper towel as well to clean up any excess glue, because I tend to be a little messy with glue at times. The hint is, the goal is not to have excess glue, but sometimes I get a little heavy-handed, so just be careful. And if not, like I'm not that careful, then I just kind of watch it as I'm putting it together. And I have that wet towel for twofold, to wipe my fingers off and of the glue when I take it off, or just to wipe it with the actual paper towel. Usually it's funny because I usually do excess glue on the first couple ones and I get better with the way I squeeze it out, but seems always the same. Or I do a whole project and I'm just heavy-handed the whole time. Just depends on the day. And it is different doing it on video as well, because you're kind of at a different angle, so we can make sure that you can see my hands, and I try to turn it sometimes when it's unnatural to me. But anyways, I do not mind as long as you all can understand how to put them together. So you can see I'm also using the table to apply pressure as well. So that was really the box itself. So now we're just going to put together the Route 66 little, what do you call them? They're cutouts or decoration. So I already put one together. That's what it will look like. So we're just going to layer it and piece it together. Again, this is really a glue thing, so I'm going to get a smaller glue bottle, a fine tip applicator, because I have to apply glue around these openings. And we don't want to get a lot around really close to the edge of the opening, because you don't want it coming through. So you want to go around, be careful. I kind of dot in between the letters, and like the O, in between the O and the middles of the 66. Then when you put it on, you just want to start probably at the bottom and kind of eye it, because we know it has to be centered before you really place it down. You can move it a little bit, and that's the great thing about not having too much glue near the edge, because you can actually move it around just a little bit. And then after we get this done, just go ahead and put it on the bigger panel. And this is all optional. You wouldn't have to use the whole thing. If you just wanted the way that the Route 66 looks like now, you can do it that way. You know, it's all up to your interpretation of what you want the box to look like. And you could do another one if you wanted it on top, because these are going on the sides. So just gently, I just try to eyeball it, make sure it's centered. Nothing has to be perfect. It's art. Then all it's left to do is to put them on the boxes. But I have a little bit of a fuzzy there. So you want the lid on while you do this, because you want to make sure that it's down further, you know, far enough. Or you can just put it towards the bottom like I did, but it's just enough room to put it down based on the sizing. And then we can do it on the other side. And you can flip off the lid to apply pressure. Really, I just kept the lid on so I could space it similarly on both sides. And that just finishes the box. You can put twine around it or a little rope after you put a gift. But it's a quick little box, kind of masculine looking. And I thought it would be handy for some people out there. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I thank you so much for watching.